In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 20th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Knicks versus Phoenix Suns. The New York Knicks will be heading to the Footprint Center on Sunday afternoon to take on the Phoenix Suns in a non-conference NBA matchup. The Knicks are 9th in the Eastern Conference and are coming off a 111-101 road loss against the Golden State Warriors on Friday night. The Suns are 4th in the Western Conference and are also coming off a loss on Friday night on the road against the Utah Jazz. Looking at the betting trends, the Knicks are 5-13 against the spread in their last 18 Sunday games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 15-5 against the spread in their last 20 road games. The Suns are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 home games, 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games following a loss, and 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall, and the Knicks are 5-16-1 against the spread in the last 22 meetings overall. The Knicks could be shorthanded here, as Mitchell Robinson and Cam Reddish are both questionable, while the Suns are still without Landry Shamet and Chris Paul. The Knicks were on a nice run before getting stopped by the Warriors in their last outing, but they will be staring down the barrel of another loss if they got off to another slow start. The Suns are playing below their best, but they will come out swinging after losing by 1 point to the Jazz. This should be a close one, but the Knicks are 5-16-1 against the spread in the last 22 meetings, so the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Knicks are averaging 115 points per game at home and 107 points per game away. In their last 3 games against the Suns, they averaged 105 points per game. Even though they play at a fast pace, averaging 105.8 possessions per game, they will be held under their average in this game by a defense that allows 105.8 points per game at home. The Suns score 115 points per game on the road and 118 points per game at home. In their last 3 games against the Knicks, they averaged 120 points per game. They play at a very slow pace, with 101.5 possessions per game on average. Even though the Knicks allow 111 points per game on the road, the Suns will not score enough to push the total past the set total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Charlotte Hornets versus Washington Wizards. The struggling Charlotte Hornets head to Washington Sunday to face their division rivals, the Wizards. The Hornets are 4-13 on the season, 6 games behind the first-place Hawks in the Southeast Division. The Wizards are 9-7, just a half game behind the Hawks in the division. The Wizards beat the Hornets 108-100 on November 7th in Charlotte as a 2-point underdog on November 7th. The Winds snapped a 4-game losing streak against Charlotte. Looking at the betting trends, the Hornets are 20-9-2 against the spread in their last 31 road games, 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-7-2 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The Wizards are 8-22-1 against the spread in their last 31 games following a win, 10-27-1 against the spread in their last 38 games against a team with a losing record, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Hornets are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. The Hornets are going to be shorthanded again, as LaMelo Ball is out while Mark Williams and Dennis Smith Jr. are both questionable. The Wizards are keeping an eye on Jordan Goodwin and Monty Morris, who are both questionable for this one. The Charlotte Hornets have been covering machines on the road dating back to last season, but I want nothing to do with them with the way they're playing. The Hornets are losing their last 5 games by an average of 7 points, and they lose in the underdog role by an average of 8 points. The Hornets are coming into this one low on confidence, as they've won just 4 games so far, and they are coming off a painful double overtime loss. The Wizards have begun to turn their season around, and they would have taken so much confidence from their gritty win over the Heat. So the Washington Wizards to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The under is 9-7 for the Wizards this season because Vegas oddsmakers did not expect the Wizards' defense to be as good as it is. They rank 8th in points allowed per game, allowing 110 per game. In addition, they are ranked 8th in defensive efficiency. Furthermore, they rank 24th in pace of play, relying on their size and shooting ability to execute more in the half-court game. The Hornets have struggled to score without their motor, Ball, and his backup, Dennis Smith Jr., is also questionable. The under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings between these two, and I expect that trend to continue on Sunday. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Sacramento Kings. The Detroit Pistons will travel to the Golden One Center on Sunday evening to take on the Sacramento Kings in a non-conference matchup. The Pistons are last in the Eastern Conference with a 3-14 record and are on a 6-game losing streak after a 128-121 road loss against the Los Angeles Lakers on Friday. The Kings are 7th in the Western Conference with an 8-6 record and are on a 5-game winning streak after a 130-112 home win on Thursday against the San Antonio Spurs. Looking at the betting trends, the Pistons are 2-7-1 against the spread in their last 10 road games and 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games against a team with a winning home record. The Kings are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 16-5-1 in the last 22 meetings in Sacramento, and the Pistons are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Sacramento. The road woes continued for the Detroit Pistons as they dropped their 6th game in a row overall and 9th away from home. Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart, and Saddiq Bey remain out, while Corey Joseph is questionable with a hip problem. They are once again on the road tonight in Sacramento against the high-flying Kings. Aside from Bojan Bogdanovic averaging 20 points per game, this team has had issues on offense all year long. They did score 121 on the Lakers in their last game, but that tells you more about the Lakers' defense than anything else. Pistons are just 3-13 straight up in their last 16 versus Western Conference opponents. The momentum here is definitely on the Kings' side as they are on a 5-game win streak. In their last game versus San Antonio, they dropped 130 points and won by 18 in the end. De'Aaron Fox had 28 and 8 assists in the win. It was the 5th game in a row that the Kings scored at least 120 points. Unlike Detroit, they are pretty much without injury issues. The only player missing could be Richaun Holmes due to an illness. There's a ton of hype around this team. They've covered in 5 straight home games. Despite the two teams splitting the last 10 meetings, you have to go with the Kings here. They are on a roll right now, and I seriously doubt Detroit will have enough to keep up with their pace here. Despite their lack of scoring, Detroit plays at a surprisingly fast pace. They are 13th in the league in terms of pace of play, while Sacramento is 11th. In addition, we have a tired Detroit team looking to get home at the end of a long road trip. The Pistons are not known for their tight man-to-man defense. With that in mind, look for the Kings to push the tempo, get good looks, and score at a high enough rate to help push this game well past the set total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.